I grew up with a white mother and a black father. I've seen all sides to this. And there is only one side. The side of justice. Fight the power. I've been speaking with leaders around the country. We're trying to unite people. Trying to end this. But we have to realize it doesn't end here. It doesn't end with a march. It doesn't end with a simple kneel, a handshake. It's action. You have to vote even in small elections. What you think doesn't matter, matters. You have to elect a sheriff. That's the police force. You have to elect people on the board of education. They hold your kids' education in their hands. We have to realize this does not end here. We are all people. We are all brothers and sisters. Regardless of whether you're a Republican, Democrat, this is not a partisan issue. This is not about civil rights. This is about human rights. We are all human beings. So I urge you to reach out in your communities and talk to people who otherwise would not care. Who otherwise would not even pay attention to what is going on. In 2014, Eric Gardner was killed on the street the same way George Floyd was. How many of you remember his name?
Yes.
We do.
How many of you spoke out after 2014?
They still didn't hear us.
They didn't hear us until everyone saw it. They didn't hear us until everyone, regardless of the color of your skin, your religion, your sexual orientation, stood up. It took 50 states in 8 separate countries to come together to get 3 cops arrested.
One voice, one voice.
Breonna Taylor should be turning 27 years old today. She was an EMT worker fighting on the front lines against a global pandemic. And people came to her house and shot her with no warning, with no reasoning. Remember who she is. Don't forget about what is happening. Her killer has still not been arrested.
Reform.
Still not been arrested. So we will be out here every day until justice is given to all. We have to realize that the Constitution was not created to serve black people. These amendments were not created to serve black people. We have to make legislative change. Make change! Reform! I thank you all for being out here with me and my brothers and sisters. This means the world to me. I love y'all, man.
Love you too. Thank you for speaking up!
For too long, we've been seen as athletes and entertainers. Man, I dribble a basketball, but I also have a mind. I have a family at home that wants to see me come home in one piece. I want to live in a world where my parents didn't have to explain to me that I couldn't wear a hoodie after Trayvon Martin got killed. Human rights. I want to have a child that I don't have to worry about this for.
We all do.
Injustice happens around the world.
Racial profiling.
People of every different kind see what's happening in America. There's a civil war going on in Syria, and they're protesting for George Floyd. Your voice matters.
One voice.
Please register to vote. Please. Please vote in the primary. If you are on probation or parole, guess what? Now you can vote too. For years that was not the case, but now you can. There's a reason 1 in 3 black men over their lifetime go to prison. Because your rights are stripped away after you are convicted. That is not how things should operate. Simple crimes, we are being put in jail for over 25 years. People are being proven to not have committed the crimes and are still sitting in a jail cell. You have to realize that it doesn't end here. You have to go home and have that uncomfortable conversation with your child. You have to allow your kids to play with black children. We are not dangerous. You have to realize that these communities are still segregated. I grew up in Freehold, New Jersey, and guess what? The school is majority minority. I was in an advanced program for children who learn faster. I was the only black kid in my class. The school is not all white. Why are we not investing in our black children? How come nobody cared what I had to say 2 weeks ago? I always had this voice. I always had these thoughts. But I guess this is what it takes. And I don't want it to happen again. I don't want anyone to have their hands up and ask, why am I getting arrested, and then get shot. We all are allowed to have our own opinion, but if you do not open up a dialogue with somebody that you see is wrong, then you're complicit in them not making change. I'm tired of being silent. I'm tired of feeling like if I speak my mind, I will make people uncomfortable. It's okay to talk. Being a human is about loving one another. That's what we do. That's what this is. It's peace, love, and positivity. Yes. We've all had our problems with one another. Do they matter? No. They're petty. They're ridiculous. Look beside you. Everybody here looks different. Everybody here's from a different background. No one here has had the same experience. And you will never understand each other unless you talk. I urge you to go home and talk to one another. I urge you to go home and register to vote. It takes 2 minutes. I urge you to go home and donate to causes that are helping. And if you are not of means, that does not mean you cannot donate your time. That does not mean you cannot spread the message. There are plenty of us here who grew up paycheck to paycheck. You still have a voice. You can make it anywhere in this world. I grew up thinking I was just going to play basketball, man. Now I'm at the #1 university in the country. Things are possible, man. Anything is possible. And change is definitely possible. So I believe in each and every one of you. And I believe in this cause. And I pray to God that things change. So please, remember the name George Floyd. Remember the name Breonna Taylor. Remember the name Philando Castile, who was killed in front of his wife and daughter. Remember Eric Gardner. These public killings are nothing but a disgrace. The things that are happening at peaceful protests are war crimes. Do you know that you're not allowed to use chemical warfare on people? Tear gas is a war crime. People are out here trying to help people and be medics in the streets, and they're being shot by the police. That's a war crime.
Yeah.
These are not simple injustices. They are fundamentally wrong.
They know it's wrong.
And they know it's wrong. And they're going to do it anyway. So until we weed out those few bad apples,
Due process.
then there will be no justice.
There should be no bad apples.
There should be no bad apples.
Police the police.
Let the police police themselves.
Call them out.
If you do something wrong, you should be checked. You should be punished.
Fired.
There should be
Being fired is not enough. The people that killed Eric Gardner are still living their lives. They are not in prison. The people that killed Breonna Taylor are not in prison. They are not on trial. Nothing has happened to them.
Reform. They need reform.
I wanted to be a police officer growing up, man. Then Trayvon Martin got killed, and I realized it's bigger than me. I can't make a change to a system from within. Because these police officers, they protect each other. We cannot protect someone who is killing innocent people. It should not take 12 infractions in a murder to be prosecuted. I believe in change, man. And I believe in y'all. So thank you for listening to me. And thank you for coming today.